Si c'était, je suis un combattant. Maintenant, si c'était, je suis comme un lion. And I no go die to before my time. Y'a des gens qui veulent m'amour. What's up, my people? It's your boy Koc-C. Give me the mic, yo, and we're right here on the Hall of Fame with Daeling, Lyonga. Keep tight. Give me the mic, yo. Peace.
True. Okay, Koc-C, you're welcome on Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Lyonga. How far?
I'm okay, I'm fine. Congratulations on your very first album. I mean, it was a success.
Thank you.
How do you feel though?
I mean, it has one kind of feeling like something that you've had in your phone for years, and then right now, today, you know, you can actually share with the world and stuff. So, I mean, and with the feedbacks that we've been having, you know, having 100 and something K streams in 24 hours and stuff on Spotify, iTunes, Boomplay, and all that. I mean, I think we're on a good foot. And I'm really happy that you are enjoying this body of work, because all we've been having is positive feedbacks and stuff. You know, I still find people complain, you know, so I should use that critics to work on myself and stuff. But so far we've been having positive feedback.
Okay, so let's talk about the lyrics. Yes, many feel like, let's see, what does this spaghetti mean?
This spaghetti is a French word for 2 eggs spaghetti, you know. So definitely I got to find out that it's a rhythm that is popular around the central region, Yaoundé, and you know. So I think it was this time we were out for La Galère video shoot. Then I heard some kids singing do this spaghetti on the street, and I was like, I had to ask them, what do this spaghetti is? So they explained it to me, because I know that this spaghetti means 2 egg spaghetti, but you know the way they were singing it and stuff, they said that's a rhythm that is popular here at here in Yaoundé and stuff. So I'm like, but why is it not looking at how Azonto went out, look at how Besse went out, looking at how Shoki, you know, these are all dance steps from, you know, the English African countries that, you know, blew up like all over the world. So, but I'm like, well, why is this one? I don't know. I haven't heard about it. So let's try to make it a little bit, you know, popular and stuff. So that's how I wrote the song for This Spaghetti, targeting those hard workers, you know, those who actually go through. Because me myself, these are things that when I was in Kumba, you know, still selling at my mom's shop. These are things that I eat sometimes in the morning before going to work. So if you're a hustler, if you're a hard worker, if you're a fighter, you must have gone through this, you know. So
okay, so that's the meaning.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for explaining. So now let's talk about your root. Where was Koc-C born?
Born and bred in Kumba. They born me, you know, my mom told me that they gave birth to me in the car before he was reach hospital. Yes, they don't born me inside motor. So since she was a nurse, she already knew how to take care of all that before she got to the hospital. So, but yeah, everything was happening at the Kumba General Hospital. I was born in Kumba and grew up all my primary school Kumba, my secondary school Kumba. Then I moved now to the university in Boya stuff.
Okay. So how big is your family? How many siblings do you have?
I'm the last child of 11. Yeah. My papa not that kind man.
All from one mother?
No. We had three, right? Yeah. So my mom was the last wife then. So, but overall, I'm the last of 11.
So how was it like growing up in a polygamous family?
Mm, it was a whole different experience because I don't know how living in a monogamous family looked like. So to me, I didn't even see it as being in a polygamous family. I saw everybody as my brother and stuff. Some of them, like the first our firstborn, he has never seen me. Yeah, our firstborn, he has never seen me. He traveled out of the country before I was born. You know, he's like I think in his 40, in his late 40s right now. He's almost getting to 50. You know, so you can imagine the age difference. You know, so to me, I saw everybody as my brother and my sisters. You know, it's just that you being the last person, now you could do all work. Now you do all work. They were saying for this side, saying for this side, saying for this side. You being the last, you know, and then they gave me a name. They were calling me father. That's the name. If you go to Kumba, everybody will tell you they don't know Koc-C, they know their father and stuff. So since I was the last, when everybody will go to school, I'll be the one who will stay in the house. So they will call me father of the house and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, but it was a great lesson learned and discipline too.
Okay. Now many people have different tales as far as growing up in a polygamous home is concerned. How would you describe yours?
Mm, growing up in a polygamous home, it just makes you, it just like it teaches you how to live together because you have to, you know, cohabitate with your other brothers that maybe you're not from the same mom with. But we didn't see it like that, and my mom didn't see any of them like, okay, this is not my biological son and stuff like that. My mom took everybody as, you know, son, and she and daughter as well. So she was taking care of everybody. So me growing up at is only maybe at a certain age that I get to find out that okay, it seems like this person, okay, I don't have the same mom with this person, but growing up I knew that we were all from the same mother.
Okay.
Mm.
So your stepmothers, two of them, did they treat you the same way your mother was treating their kids?
Unfortunately, they passed away before I was born.
Oh.
They both passed away before I was born. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can say. So would you say you were born with a silver spoon? How was the living condition like?
See, I don't know the difference between silver spoon and golden spoon or plank spoon or wooden spoon. See, any man he owns spoon na his spoon. Oh, you understand?
Yeah.
I can say you can look at my spoon and say it's a wooden spoon to me, but to me that's a silver spoon. Oh, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I can say okay, I was born, but all I know is I had 3 square meals a day. I could eat. I had a place to sleep. You know, my parents sent me to one of the best schools. You know, back then, Victory Nigerian Primary School in Kumba. You know, it was one of the most expensive primary schools then. You know, so I don't know. And my dad has his house, very big house. So it's not like we're renting or something. So, but I don't know how somebody can see that. Me, I can say I was raised up comfortably. Another person might not see it that way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, do you have any childhood traumatic experience?
Um, childhood traumatic experience. I think the period that my mom and my dad separated. Yeah, it traumatized me a little bit. So I grew up more. I think out secondary school. Yeah, when my mom left. You know, so I was with my dad. My dad was the one, you know, cooking for me. When I come back from school, he don't cook and stuff like that. We chop granules for that kind 5 days. You know, but it was cool, and you know, seeing how much my dad wanted me to, you know, succeed, and you know, at the same time, because everybody left, it was just me and him now in the house. All man don't be any man don't go married, the one don't go your own side, you know. And then my mom was working at she was a nurse at PHS Kuba, yeah. and then she was also working at one hospital. So they will always transfer her from one place to another. They'll transfer her. Sometimes they'll move her and send her to Bamenda. Sometimes they'll take her and send her to Limbe. Sometimes they send her to one faraway place like that. So, but I was already in school. You know, I was in Kaskumba by then. I started in GBHS first, then I ended up in Kaskumba. So me, I could not move, so I was with my dad. So I learned a lot, you know, living with my dad.
Okay. So how did that moment shape you into becoming the man that you are today?
Discipline, discipline. Like my dad was one of those who you can do everything, but make sure that you get your grades right. You know, you know one can pay school fees number 2 times. You know, so I had to do everything to make sure, you know, I get it right. You know, so yeah. I mean, and even before that, I have my elder sister who like one of those who, you know, used an iron hand on me. Because if you can check, anybody that does from Kumba, they know. I mean, ask, you know, Kumba is not a place where if you have a child that actually comes out from Kumba and being something, thank God though, because that place, trust me, the survival of the fittest. And you know, the town also shaped me in such a way where I understand the meaning of being coming from a struggling home and coming from a struggling town like that one. You know, it shaped me a lot, mindset, like my mind and my heart. Yeah, because a lot of what's going on in that town. Like it was a town where, trust me, you have to be ready at any time to fight. You have to be ready at any time to defend yourself all the time. Anybody who's from Kumba, they know. Yeah, so I mean, it has actually put me in a place where, okay, I understand. I've definitely almost seen a lot at my young age in childhood.
So, still your childhood relating to you as an adult. What is the one thing that you promised yourself based on your childhood experiences that when I grow up, these, then what was that thing you promised yourself?
I've always said to myself that I'm the head and not the tail. First of all, no matter where I'm coming from, I must make it. I must make it by hook or by crook. I must make it. So that's why, first of all, I concentrated. I did everything to concentrate in school, make sure I had my advanced level. Then I moved to Boya, make sure I defended my degree in business management. And before music come up from nowhere, you know, Kaka. So, but I've always said to myself that wherever I find myself, I have to make sure wherever I find myself, I be the head and not the tail.
Okay. So what was their dream job for you, your parents?
Their dream job for me was to be a manager of a company. Yeah, I wanted to be a business. In fact, anything that has to do with management, be what company. I've always wanted to manage something, manage a business, you know. So that's why normally I had to go do my master's in Canada, you know, then before music came, you know, then so, but I still want to do my master's, trust me. I still want to have a master's degree in business management or business administration. Yeah. So I don't know, maybe I will start school back.
Okay, so let's fast forward. You are now in the university in we see Koc-C, of course, we're in school together. And the next thing, the street of Boya, you're hearing Isi Okame. Please explain this moment, the transitioning and everything. What happened?
I met Dreddy at the university that we were hymns. That was the first time I met Dreddy. You know, he was also into management at that time. You know, now they'll put management this side, banking this side, insurance that side, and stuff like that. So, and then I noticed this guy who was always quiet in class. He's always quiet, and then he looked artistic, you know. And looking at YABADOO, I've always loved entertainment because I was still dancing that day. I was dancing with 21C back then in Boya, you know. So I approached him. I'm like, bro, how far? You know, who are you? Like, you just look artist, you know. And he told me, yeah, he's an artist, he's a rapper and stuff like that. He started playing me his music and stuff. I'm like, wow, you know. And then he says that he's having a group that he want me to introduce me to other people. And that's when I met Bobby Felani, I met P-Guns, I met Bengis, I met Bugsy, you know. So, and then we decided to form a group, you know, we don't think them. We say, okay, what are we going to do? We say, okay, let's focus on gospel. So we're going to be preaching, the gospel through rap. So then we named ourselves now the Preach It Movement, which is PIM, the Pin Boys.
Oh, that's what it means.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so and luckily we got our first producer, Valo, who is my very close friend. He's one of the first people who believed in us, and he pumped in $1 million for ECU Kame video. That was the first time we ever had to shoot an official video like that. After all, moving from here, trying to perform here and stuff. And yeah, that's how ECU Kame came out, and then we did some little promotions and stuff. Moved around Boya Limbe, Kumba, sharing our CDs, sharing our songs and stuff. Yeah.
Can you still remember the lyrics?
Yeah, of course. ECU Kame, je on ne donne pas le lait. Parfois, je sens comme un bébé dans la guerre. I mean, I still remember everything like it was yesterday.
Okay.
It's just my verse. I can't lie you, I can't remember my verse. Because I was it was too fast that time, and I can't remember everything that I wrote. I might need to listen to the verse again over and over, then I'll pick it up.
Okay. How would you describe this moment, you being in the Pin Boys? And how long were you with them for?
We were together for almost 2 years. I think like 2014, 2015. Yeah, I think early 2015. Then we, we split up and we decided to go solo.
Okay. Now your parents know you're in school studying, and all of a sudden, I bet because I want to believe very true because the song went viral. So
yeah,
they listened to it.
Yeah. They did.
What was their reaction?
No, my dad was first of all like, this thing we do. I'm so Oopsie, I don't want to hear you, so finish school, So my dad has always been one of those who, he wasn't really convinced with the music like that. But I knew how to talk to him. I knew how to convince him. My mom was like, okay, if that's what will bring you, I beg. So go ahead. I pray for you, and So back then he was just, the issue Kame. They didn't believe my mom, my dad in particular. He was like, just make sure all I need from you is your degree. Get your degree first. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll do everything and I get my degree. And luckily God being so kind, and I graduated with like I think 3 point something GPS. Is it GPS they call it?
Yeah.
I don't forget all of them.
GPS, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, this is the degree now. Can I concentrate now on my music?
And your siblings?
My siblings?
Yeah. Did they hear your song the first time? What did they say?
Especially my brother, he was always laughing at me. He was like, see, so you two, you want to sing? Come away. I mean, he has always been like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what made you, before you leaving, how many songs did you guys drop while you were at Pin Boys?
With the Pin Boys?
Yeah.
I think we dropped just ECU Kame.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we dropped just ECU Kame. We had a lot of songs that we had reaching. And then I think we did a cypher session with Dre Boy, I think. I don't even know where that one went today. I don't know where the cypher did. But I think it was Dre Boy's cypher. I don't know. But yeah.
Okay.
We did something, me, Dreddy, and Fenani.
So now, please explain, why did you leave the Pin Boys?
Why did I leave the Pin Boy?
Yeah. What happened? What caused the division?
See, the story is a very long one. Okay, I'm gonna cut it short, right? We got a deal at we won a competition, Guinness Blacklist back then, 2015, where we're all gonna perform alongside Whiskey and Stanley, I think. And then we were supposed to be paid. We were supposed to be awarded £1 million francs, and then something happened with the money. You know how money is now. Boy they don't ever first see 100K, and then they can't see 1 million. Something you pass with the money, and since the leader, Dreddy was the leader of the crew at that time, so he was the one who received it. And then what happened is we all didn't receive what was paid. So me and Felani in particular, we were not happy, and even the producer who produced ECO Kame, he didn't receive anything.
Oh, who's the producer?
His name is Valo.
Okay.
Valo Valerie. Back then you see BTS Empire. Yeah, so he himself, who actually produced ECO Kame and put in all this money, he did not receive a dime from the first big something that his artists are having, So he just first of all decided to back out. Like, this is so disrespectful, I can't do all this, and then Tari money don't enter because they are in the US, and then they couldn't even get maybe, they could just maybe even get some amount because based on our contract they were on 60%. I think we were on 30. And then that was back then. We were all church like this, So small money don't come now, you don't come climb wide. Any man don't pop. So we all decided, you know what? If all this we've been doing right now for this past year, month, and some months, we've been very close like brothers and stuff. We were so prayerful. We were praying. We're taking hours to pray, And then now money don't come now. Something happened. We don't know what happened, but we don't know play the rest of the money go. So we just decided to leave. Like, okay, I think vision wise we are not the same.
So did you at any point approach Dreading to ask what happened? Like, where is the money?
I've never asked him.
And he never explained to neither of you?
No. He didn't even feel any remorse about it. That's the way he has always been. That's Dready. That's the way he has always been. Like, he didn't even. He just said that this is what I've done with the money, and that was it. And that was it. He didn't explain anything. Okay. And I'm just like, bro, if you become over play what come on, you will run quarter by now. You will run movie for game. You don't play like that. Yeah. If you're from Kumba, where I'm from, you do that shit, you're gone. But that's fine.
Okay, guessing. Now you left ECO Kame, you went solo. Describe that journey and how the song Balance came about.
Balance? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, after we split and I think Felani, he traveled to Dubai, I think, and then I was still here. I found this other producer, Sime Pierre, who also believed, in my talent and stuff. So then we shot Balance. I did Balance produced by DC. Still then when I was still in school, I think around my third year, I was still in school, we produced Balance. And then he heard it, he was like, wow, and stuff like that. Then I think he just came back from France that period. Then he invested in Balance. We shot the video, paid the dancers and stuff like that. Then we put Balance out. And then,
It became a hit, huh?
No, it wasn't.
No?
No, Balance no blow that time. Balance no blow. I think we did 5K views in a month. In 1 month we did 5K. And I think it's from Balance now that Big Dream saw me. Yeah, so when Big Dream saw me and they discovered there was this guy in Boya called Koc-C, then first of all I saw local posting Balance. I think it was Felani that called me. Right? He was like, hey bro, local don't post you. I said, really? I was so happy, I mean local in the days of Do To and Sour Romance. I was like, he was actually, banging that period till now. And I was like, wow. Then the next day I got a call from I think Salaches from my manager, Bertrand. Bro, these big gens people, they want to sign you. I'm like, really? Yeah. So come, let's talk. I went over there, we talked, and then we scheduled a meeting. But Sime never wanted me to sign with Big Dreams. He said, no, bro, you can't sign with Big Dreams and stuff like that. I'm the one who took you. I'm the one who have invested in you. I said, no, bro, I don't want to leave you. I'm just saying that, okay, You have the money, I have this talent, these people have the strategy and the promotion. Let's work together. Any man get a percentage, you understand? So, but he did not want to. He said, no, I'm not going, I'm not going, I'm not going. I'm like, but pa, you know if you keep me here, you know if you keep me, I dey look you, you look me. You look me, I look you. What would they boy here? All the struggle and stuff. You did say how long now? This is music business. You need to collaborate with people. You must collaborate with people. You can't do everything by yourself. And first of all, it's not like you've been into the music business before. This is your first time. So you did use me as test. You did use me to try how to enter into music business. You know, so let's work with these people. And then we say, okay, he says, okay, we're going to have a meeting. When we have a meeting with them, I met their representative at that time. I think Jebe wasn't in Cameroon yet. He was still in Canada. I met this guy. We talk, and then went back to Boya. See me, I don't know what to happen. We just say, no, you need to sign with them. Stuff. I said, bro, we will sign with them. We must sign with them. Trust me, we must sign a collaborative deal with them so that if he help us to promote the song, because we had worked with a lot of people who don't give people money, they will promote balance, they chop them. I'm not gonna call him. I don't give people money, but they chop them, they don't do the work. So you can't keep, if we keep doing this, then I will surely, finish with the boy offer. So that's how I decided. When I used stubbornness, I signed with the big dreams, and I told him that we're gonna reimburse whatever that you paid, whatever that you invested in balance. So it was a serious problem until he took me to court.
Did you have any legal document?
Yeah, we had we had signed, and there were things that he was supposed to do in the contract. But you know how label and artist contract goes. Sometimes everybody will look at the fact that the artists don't come up, but we never look at what the label too was supposed to do, and they didn't do. So
what are some of the things that he was supposed to but he didn't do?
Especially on the promotion. I don't even want to look at the other subsidiary things like taking care of my rent and stuff like that. Me, I don't look at that. First of all, put my music out there. Let my music be out there. I'll sleep on that bridge, no problem. I don't need to be comfortable somewhere. I'm not that kind of artist where I say, if you want to sign me, put me inside villa, put me inside, buy me motor. No, I buy you motor, put you inside villa. Or they inside villa where my music may come on. My music may play out there. Push my music out there. Wherever I'm going to score out, try and sleep, wake up the next morning, promote my music. My music should be out there. So, but all those things he wasn't doing. So, but, I mean.
So how did the case, how did it end up? What the turn out?
I think he got the reimbursed him.
How much?
I think it was $1 million or something. But it's my guy. Today we are very cool. Today we see that we talk about it, and he just got married some few days ago, and I was there. I performed there. I performed balance. I think I balance it. I performed the balance there, and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, every family have to fight. We are all brothers. We are all growing up. I think today some of us are parents too, so we got to a point where some of those things we just put it behind us.